We're here with Jo Frost, star of the reality show Supernanny, and she's here to talk about living with asthma. Hi Jo, it's nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
Tell us about your childhood and adult experiences with asthma and exercise-induced bronchospasms. How do you stay active and healthy?
Well, certainly I was diagnosed at a very early age with asthma and exercise-induced bronchospasm. They are two very different symptoms. Asthma, certainly for myself, was triggered by tobacco, smoke, pollution, dander, animals, household products. But in exercise-induced bronchospasm for myself was symptoms of having a tight chest, that feeling of restriction, the coughing, the wheezing from exercise during and afterwards. So it was very important for my parents at a very young age to make sure that there was healthy dialogue between us all and my paediatrician. I'm now currently on an inhaler. It's a quick relief albuterol inhaler. I take a couple of puffs of my Pro Air, and 15 to 30 minutes before I'm going to be very active, what I do is take that so that I'm able to continue doing all the things that I did as a child. I mean, my outlook is a very positive one because, there was no stigma, there was no obstacle. I think it's really important for adults and for parents who have children to certainly educate with regards to those symptoms so that you can grow up identifying those, so that you can reach out for help. And when you see those signs as well within yourself as an adult, that you can go to the doctors and actually have that dialogue so that you can be given medication to prevent those symptoms.
What advice do you have for parents or children who have asthma? And how would you explain how to use an inhaler for someone who's having an asthma attack?
Well, I think the most important thing talking to parents and children was explaining to them how to identify the symptoms. So I would explain to them that when they got really busy and active and they were having fun, if they felt a tightness in their chest, they felt restricted, as if somebody was hugging them too tight and it felt very heavy on their chest, or a wheezy noise from when they were taking short breaths, or certainly a repetition of lots of coughing, then that was certainly a trigger point of them knowing to go to their parents and actually say, these are the symptoms that I'm feeling. And for parents to be able to identify that is then to take the next step of going to your doctor and actually having that diagnosed so you can get the correct medication to move forward in preventing EIB. And from an early age is critical in improving your child's health and allowing them not to be raised with those margins of not feeling like they have to sit on the bench and not participate and not be involved in those big social activities and sports that happen.
How do kids or adults with asthma or EIB stay active when it's hot out in the summer?
Well, when it's hot outside in the summer, I think we as parents have to recognise, like any parent rule of thumb, that our children do not get exposed to too much heat because of heat exhaustion. It's important to keep our kids hydrated, maximise the time that they can be in the weather that's not going to be of detriment to them, but at the same time taking part in those fun activities, 30-minute periods, and then having a sit down, having some juice, having some fruits, and then going back and doing another activity allows us to take a nice healthy pace at enjoying the summer and also being very aware of our children's condition. So it's not restricting them from having fun and actually enjoying themselves. And to be like myself, take a leaf out of my own book. I literally had my medication, and I was cycling, swimming, I was always doing something as a young child. And as an adult, nothing stops me now in between families. I'm, still doing the same old, having fun and being active myself as much as I can.
Well, Jo, thank you very much for meeting with us and sharing your experiences and knowledge about asthma and EIB. For more information, go to www.healthcentral.com.